Hi guys, welcome back to day 2 of 25 days of makeup in December. I really hope you guys like day 1. I'm linking that as well as this video down below in a playlist I'm creating for this monthly series. I thought this was going to be a little overwhelming, but honestly it's been so fun to film and edit a lot of these videos. I had initially recreated this look earlier this year, but I had a lot of requests to do a full YouTube tutorial for it. So I have all the products laid out in front of me and I'm so excited to show you this look. It was so pretty when I did it the first time and it's honestly one of my favorite looks I've done so far this year. Not every look that I'm going to be doing this month has already been recreated. I think there's only maybe like one other look I've already done or maybe two, but this one has been so highly requested across all of my social media to do a full YouTube tutorial for, so I was like I might as well. Remember to subscribe to my page and turn on the post notifications so you can be notified when I upload new videos for this series. And this is going to be so much fun for me and I really hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Go ahead and leave a quick comment down below letting me know what you feel about yesterday's video. I hope you guys went over there and saw it before you watched this video, and then remember to come back. And without further ado, let's head to that tutorial. I'm going to first pop in the OLENS lenses in the shade Ash Gray. In the inspo photo, she's wearing gray lenses and they kind of look bluey, and so I think these will be such a perfect fit for this look. And like I always say, you can find these lenses linked down below as well as my discount code so you can get some money off at checkout. To start off the priming process, gonna first go in with the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. I love using this. It really helps with moisture retention and it genuinely just feels so lovely on my skin. To prime, going to go in with the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. Get some out of the container. I'm gonna put a little on the back of my hand. Go in with my fingers to apply this to my T-zone. Just really help that area to stay nice and blurred and get kind of perfectly prepped for this foundation. To color correct, going in with Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in Rosy Peach. Take this on anywhere that I have discoloration, especially under my eyes, any healed acne scars, and my burn scar. To blend that out, going in with this BK Beauty 110 brush. I'm just going to take this over everywhere I put that color corrector and just pat that into my skin. And it's nice using a big dense brush like this because it makes the blending process very easy. Pat, pat, pat. And it blends out so nicely well. For my foundation, going in with Alicia's Satin Wear Healthy Green Cushion in 35 and Toffee. Squeeze this to get some product, stamp in there, and just kind of perfectly work that on my face and just pat that in. It blends out very nicely and it's really lovely and buildable. And just kind of use that same method to blend out the foundation all over my face. To conceal, going to go in with Milani's Conceal Imperfect in the shade Cool Sand. I'm going to concentrate this just on my under eye, just to get like a really perfect coverage. And then if I see any discoloration popping through, I'm going to also just slightly go over that. BK Beauty A506 brush. I'm going to use that to blend out all of the concealer all over my face. Just pat that in nicely. And this kind of just blends into that foundation pretty spectacularly. So good. Wow. I'm going to go in with some Milani Make It Last. To contour, going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Rich Coca. A little on my forehead, cheekbones, jawline, lower lip. I'm going to do a pretty slim nose bridge, feather it into my brows, and make the tip of my nose round and really cute. First, go into the BK Beauty 101 brush. First, use that to blend out my perimeter of my forehead, up my cheekbones, pat that in my jawline in like a circular tapping motion and draw it down onto my neck just a little bit, and my lower lip. Then I'm going to go into the flat side of this double-sided brush. I'm going to use that to tap along the outer edge of that nose contour and just tap, tap, tap and blend that out. And then really just make sure it's like blended pretty seamlessly into that foundation. Just tap, tap, tap. I'm not going to worry too much about the center, but I'm going to just tap, just keep on tapping. And don't worry, my nose bridge is not going to be this thin. To highlight, going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. Inner portion of my eye and a bit on the tail. Tip of my nose, the sides, down the center, my forehead, upper lip, my chin. BK Beauty 109 brush. I'm going to first blend out my chin and get that kind of like nicely incorporated into the foundation and my contour that surrounds the area. Just tap, tap, tap. Same with my upper lip. Just keep it really concentrated on the lip. Then I'm going to go into my forehead, and broaden that area that I put that contour around my nose, and then just tap and circle it up, blend it into the contour. Going back into the A506 brush, I'm going to use that to blend out my nose highlight into the forehead. Just tap, tap, tap. until you're satisfied. Same on the sides of my nose as well as that center. And then use that same brush to blend out my under eye and make the side of the eye look really nice and lifted. It helps give the illusion of like a slimmer face. I have a nice round face, so this just really helps slim out and create that illusion. For my cream blush, going to go into the Julia Pop Cloud Paint in the shade 01. Tip of my nose, a little on my forehead, kind of back into the cheeks, not really on the front of the cheek, but to the side. And I'm taking the back side of a powder puff and I'm just patting that to blend it in. And then doing the same method, blend it out on the rest of my face. A lot of pats, a lot of circles. To set my contour, going to go in with the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio in the shade Tan. Get some product using this Morphe angled brush and just really get that into everywhere I put that cream contour and just set that pretty perfectly. Then I'm going to go in with the fluffy side of that double-sided brush. I'm going to use that to set my nose contour. Just make sure that kind of stays put and doesn't move around. To set the rest of my face, going into the YSL All Hours Hyper Finish in Translucent. Using a powder puff to get some product. I'm going to go over all of my face and just kind of give me a really perfect set. And this just like instantly kills any of the shine that was on my face. And I was a little afraid to use this at first, but it's literally like so perfect for my skin tone. And then take the rest and put that on my forehead. For my blush, going into the Morphe Pop of Rose Blush Trio in the shade Hustle. And you don't need much of this blush because it's very pigmented. And you just want this really beautiful like warm tone on your cheeks, on your chin, forehead, and the tip of your nose. To highlight, going to go into the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder in the shade Euphoric Strobe Light. Using this Morphe N510 brush, go down the center of my nose and on the tip, upper lip, my chin, high on my cheekbone, and the center of my forehead. And finally going back in with the last spray of the Milani Make It Last to set all of the powders. For my brows, going to first go into the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. Brush all the brow hairs upward, and I'm going to create a kind of dramatic arch because the inspo photo, her brows are pretty arched. Her tail is just not that long. Brush everything downward, connect the top of the brow to the bottom, and you don't want them to be too thick, so I'm kind of drawing them in pretty thin. And then feeling out that tail, then going near the front. Still keeping it thin, but just doing some light hair strokes to create the illusion of a fuller brow. And then when you're satisfied with the fullness, just brush all the brow hairs upward and give it a nice shape. Then I'm going to go into the Milani Weekend Brow, also in Espresso, to fill out my tails. Go in and do some faint strokes just to keep the tail nice and dark. I'm going to do some big ones to blend it inwards. For my eyes, going into the Root Cosmetics Manga Anime 35 eyeshadow palette. I'm going to first go into this dark brown shade. I'm going to use that to smoke out my outer V and put that all over my lower lash line. Get that nice and smokied and kind of angled. Then on the fluffy brush, going into that lighter brown shade, I'm going to use that to smoke out my inner corner and just add some definition along the sides of my nose. I'm going to go in with the fluffy brush just to blend the two. Blend, blend, blend. I'm going to go into this light peach shade. I'm going to use that to highlight my lower lash line. Pat that down on there. And then just keep adding product until you get the payoff that you want. To highlight my inner corner, going in with this lighter shade, I slightly carve out a little onto the front of my lid and just really along the sides of my nose to add that bright shade. These eyeshadows are very buildable, so you can go back in and it doesn't really look powdery, which is nice. To line my water and my tight line, going to go in with the Alicia Easy Glide eyeliner in the shade Mood Brown. And this is just perfect for tight lining and lining my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to go into the Milani Stay Put Tank Liner in the shade Black. I'm going to use this to add some definition to my inner corner and do a really nice thick wing. Then going to the Flower Nose Butterfly Cloud Color Collection, I'm going to use their brown eyeliner to extend my bottom lash line and to draw on some fake lashes. Then I'm going to go into the Alicia Tap Me Palette Duo in 01 Pit a Pat. On this flat brush, going to go into the Sage Surreal and I'll put that all over my lid, angling it towards the inner corner. That all over there. Next, I'm going to go into the Flower Nose Liquid Glitter in Perfect Blossom. I'm just going to go into this a little to add some definition and highlight around my eyes, a little on my nose, Pat that in, upper lip, my chin, and a little down the center of my nose. Hourglass Unlocked Mascara in the shade Ultra Black. And I'm just going to only use this on my upper lashes to really coat them and cut them prepped for when I put on a pair of false lashes in a second. Next, going into the Flower Nose Butterfly Cloud Color Collection Mascara in the shade Brown. And I'm going to use that just on my lower lashes because I use that brown eyeliner to extend the lower lash line, so I just want to make sure I'm consistent with the brown mascara. Next, I'm going to apply these really spiky clustered lashes to make the eyes look more open and kind of has the same vibe as the inspo photo. To line my lips, going in with the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in the shade Gone Burgundy. I'm going to have like a really nice full lip and really flatten out. Keep it bow. And I'm doing a pretty good job at overlining. And I'm going to slightly fill in my lips. I'm also going to overline my lower lip. And then also just make sure I go and fill in around the sides of the lip as well. Then I'm going to go in with the Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in the shade Terra. And this is like a nice like earthy nude. And it's going to do a really good job at canceling out that like purpley part of the burgundy. It's going to leave me with like a really beautiful nude shade that is kind of similar to the inspo photo. To top off my lips, going to go in with the Kaleidos Untamed Glow Glossy Lip Glaze in the shade Skinny Dip. And I'm just going to put this all over and also overline it a little. I'm going to be generous with my upper lip, just like I was with my lower lip. I'm going to take some toilet paper and I'm just going to blot my lips. I can't really think of anything else I want to add, so I think I'm all set. I'm going to go change real quick and I'll be right back. So this is going to be the final look. I genuinely think it came out so much better than the first time that I did it. I think that time I might have like done the wrong lashes and then didn't do any eyeliner for some reason. I guess I just wasn't thinking about it. So I feel like this is like a perfect redemption for the makeup look. I feel like I outdid myself. Like I think it just looks so pretty and like so similar to the inspo photo. Like I'm gonna pat myself on the back, 10 out of 10 I think. I genuinely feel like I look the prettiest I've ever looked, and I think this is such a stunning makeup look overall. And remember the inspo photo, I follow her on Instagram. You can follow her over there on too, and I'm gonna link that down below so you can check out her other videos or makeup looks. And she's so stunning, she's so pretty, and I'm so happy that I tried this one out again. It looks so pretty. So remember, if you want to be notified when I upload the rest of the videos for this month, go ahead and subscribe to my page and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when my next post is up. All of the products that I used on my face today will be linked down below, and I have a little section with all of my discount codes so you can use them if you want some money off a checkout at any of the sites that I have the discount for. Make sure you let me know what you think down below. Like, it's just so pretty. Like, I'm so genuinely like impressed with myself with this one. I feel like I'm gonna stop gushing, but I think it looks so pretty. Like, I wish I was doing something because I feel like the world deserves to see this face. The links to the rest of my social media will also be linked down below, so make sure you go over there and follow me. You'll get like a sneak peek of each of the makeup looks before they go live. And I'm really trying hard to get monetized, so make sure you share my video with other people that you know so they can watch it and so my watch hours can go up so I can finally get paid for all of the videos I've been posting on YouTube. Make sure you come back for tomorrow for day 3 of 25 days of makeup till Christmas. I love you all so much, and let's head to that montage.
But if I lay down and I play